Aye, bobo, aye, bobo, aye, bobo. It's Papa Mystique. Welcome back to Mysteries of Haitian Vodou. And I'm here today with my co host, Natara Rose. In this episode, we are exploring one of the most sacred and powerful elements of voodoo ceremony, the Tambou. In Haitian voodoo, the Tambou, which is a drum, is not just a musical instrument. It's a sacred object. It has life, it has soul, and it is the heartbeat of voodoo. We're going to deepen this discussion because I had the honor of interviewing Houngan Samba'L, who shared incredible wisdom about the Tambou. We'll hear from him later in the episode, but first, Natara is going to help guide us through some key questions.
Papa Mystique, let's start from the beginning. How is the sacred tambou made?
The life of the Tambou begins with a sacred tree. Not just any tree. The tree is specially chosen. The actual tree that's being chosen is seen in the dream. And the dream reveals to them not only which tree that should be cut, but also when it should be cut. And it's cut on a particular moon phase. The timing and the cutting of the tree is aligned with a particular moon phase that was seen in the dream. The tree is cut on a particular moon phase, it's hollowed on a particular moon phase, and it's prepared during a particular moon phase. When it's taken home, it's laid down, which is called coucher, and then it's awakened, which is called lever. Finally, the tambou is baptized and given a godfather and a godmother. Even the skin that makes the drum head is sacred. It either comes from a cow, a goat, or a sheep. Each of those animals has a life, and their spirit becomes a part of the tambou.
How many types of tambou are there in voodoo?
There are several types of tambou in voodoo. We have Rada tambou, which comes from Dahomey, Congo tambou, Peto tambou, which traces all the way back to the night of Bois Caiman, August 14th, 1791. Each rite has its own drum ensemble called a batterie. For example, in Rada, we find the Bula, the Segon, or in the language of the Huntogi, Pawala Nagenu, the Tet Tambu, which is also called Mama, or the mother drum, which is also in the language of Huntogi, Selide, along with the Bas, Kat Bas. And Rada drums are usually made with cowhide. In Peto, we hear Bula, Rale, Tet Tambu, Kat Bas, often made with goat skin. Each choice of material, each rhythm has a meaning and a purpose. And now, let's listen to Houngan Samba'L talk to us about the Tambou.
Aïe bobo, non pas moi c'est Houngan Samba'L, moi c'est petit Tiza Isaac, Désir Isaac, André Isaac, Elien Isaac, quatrième génération Houngan en Haïti. Ou capable toujours contacter moi sur besoin moi sur Facebook, sur TikTok, Instagram, Link, YouTube, etc. Téléphone nous c'est 37 34 92 04 ou bien 34 82 36 52 34 82 36 52. Je dis, on va faire un petit bas de bouche sur tambou. Premièrement, pour mon gagne un tambou, il faut le gagner un pied bois choisi pour le faire tambou. Il y a des côtés où on fait tambou avec cocoyer dans le nord. Il y a des côtés où on fait tambou avec dans le département de l'Ouest là, on fait avec ça nous relait et au pied trompette. Il y a des gens qui fait lui avec gommier. c'est là fin qu'on choisi pied bois, ou là dans font cérémonie là-dedans. Et puis, au fin faire cérémonie, autant de la ligne dans bon pour venir couper bois ça pour faire tambour. Il faut aller avec bouteille roman, farine pour faire verre toute bagaille. Pour venir tambour à Kounia, faut acheter un pot bœuf ou un pot cabrit pour faire tambour. Il y a des gens qui ouvrent tout avec pot mouton. Pour pied bois, nous connaissons les grandes villes là-dedans. Nous allons couper. Avant de couper, il faut parler avec Vic là-dedans. Et vie, ça va venir dans le tambour. Bœuf là, ou bien cabrit là, ou bien mouton, tout, pour couvrir le tambour, il y a une vie là-dedans. Et pour bœuf qui couvre le tambour, même s'il fait 50 ans sur le, ou quand mettre dans de l'eau, ou tremper, ou manger, ou faire bouillon avec, ou manger. Il n'y a aucun problème. Combien de types de tambour il y a? Pour nous, même en Haïti, nous avons un tambour rada qui sort de Romain. Et nous avons un tambour Congo. Nous avons un tambour Petro qui prend naissance 14 août 1791 dans Bois-Caïma. C'est souris de Petro. Nous avons un tambour qui est un tambour à Ingouin. Nous avons un tambour Ngol. Nous avons un tambour à Sonton. C'est un tambour qui bat pour faire rituel la mort. Dans le tambour, nous avons les boulaye. C'est plus petit. Nous avons battre les boula, nous avons battre les boulaye. Nous avons un deuxième tambour, les second, nous avons battre les secondiers. Troisième, nous avons les têtes tambour, nous avons battre les têtes tambour. Après ça, selon Racine Mapoudé, Azor, on va venir avec une modernité en Vodou. C'est qu'on a 4 tambours en graine basse, et on va aller même faire Azor avec on va faire venir 4 tambours basses. 4 tambours, ça va les basses, on seulement battre 4 tambours. Ça c'est tambour rada. Tambour pétroato, nous jouons, yon boula, yon second, yon tête tambour. Mais on va aller au second, on va aller au ralais. Boula, ralais et tête tambour et basse, et 4 basses. Tambour, il joue plusieurs rythmes dans Vodou. Tambour joue ritrada. Ritrada sont venus de Arada en Afrique. Arada, on t'y Arada. Tu fais ça dans la zone Ouida, avec les Ouida, et il faut dire quoi les Daomé. Tambour, chaque loi, on va le saluer, les gens sont dans Bopal. On a le son tambour, on sont créés, il y a un valou. Bon deuxième sont les épaules. Après ça, nous avons un rythme. Rada, Petro, Congo, Nago, Ibo, Kaplaou, Modan, Tibitish, Sénégal, en mine. Tout ça, ce sont des rythmes pour abattre. Chaque loi a un rythme payo. Chaque loi a un chanté payo. Chaque loi a un son payo. Eh bien, l'on prend la loi Guédéa, les mêmes, c'est Banda. Quand vous battez la police, ils vont sortir les Banda. L'on prend Ogo qui sont dans le Nigeria, loi Samba'L la relais Nago. L'on prend Kousasa qui sont dans Mali, qui veut dire hippopotame, Mali. Et bien Samba'L la relais Djumba. C'est un danse paysan qui a dansé avec souris sur le visage. Là, on prend Tambou au Congo. Loi ça même c'est loi qui sortit au Congo. Congo Brazzaville, Congo Kinshasa et la Trier. Là, on prend loi qui sourit Petro, les Sarabes d'Ator, au Goucher Rouge, la Bassimbi, tout criminel, l'Aigle sous bassin 500 et la Trier. Madame, messieurs, voilà Tambou. Bon, paquet de bagages nous avons fait. Mais Haïti, il y a un pile tambour, mais moi-même, beaucoup de connaître. Parce que chaque département, il y a un propre tambour par eux qui fait. Et je dis, dans son tambour là, c'est bonite. Il y a ce tambour rada, mais il ne va pas pouvoir même avec tambour du département de l'Ouest. Tambour, c'est nam. Parce que pied bois a nam, bête qui couvre tambour a gen nam, et moun qui couvre tambour, il couvre la nam ni. Tambou fait chien levé danser. Tambou fait moun qui malade guéri. Tambou c'est un message pour transmettre l'amour à la paix bay moun. Lo gen problème dans tête ou pas ka dormi, lo baton tambou la ba ou en harmonisation pour permettre de dormir. Tambou même c'est l'amour. Tambou c'est corps, c'est l'âme. Et tambou c'est geste. Le tambou battre la parler à moun rap dans sa règle. C'est la communication. Tambou c'est souffle de vie. Mais ça qui est important dans Tambou, c'est parce que les gens qui créent Tambou en Haïti, ils vont bout de manchette et ils coupent Tambou, ils coupent boire. Ils cérémonie boire. Ils lèvent boire. Après ça, ils tournent la caille avec Tambou, ils couchent Tambou. Tambou couché, ils ont une marraine, ils ont un vêtement. Et le roi qui dirige Tambou, il est hontor. Et les gens qui battent Tambou, il est hontor. Je dis un enfant qui va aller sous Tambou. Très bientôt encore, on a tourné la frontière aller encore sous Tambou. Tambou, c'est nam. Chaque peuple qui est pas yo. Chaque peuple qui soit pas yo. Nous-mêmes, nous, c'est peuple haïtien. Non pas M. Houngan Samba'L. Aïe bobo.
My name is Houngan Samba'L. I'm the child of Tizan Isaac, Desi Isaac, Andre Isaac, Elian Isaac. Fourth generation Houngan in Haiti. You can contact me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. My telephone number is 3734 9204 or 3482 3652. First, when someone has a tambou, he has to have a tree that is chosen to make the tambou. There are places they make the tambou out of coconut trees in the north. There are places in the West Department where they make it with pied trompette. There are places who make it out of gommier. When you choose the tree, you do a ceremony with it. You wait till the moon is right to make the tambou. The person who's making it goes with their bottle of rum and flour to make the veve. To make the tambou, you have to buy the skin of a cow or goat to make the tambou. Also, the skin of the sheep can be used. Before you cut it, the tree has life in it. You must speak to it because it is going to be in the tambou. The skin of the cow, goat, or sheep also has a life and will be in the tambou. Even if the skin on the tambou has been there for 50 years, you can take it off and make a bouillon with it and eat it. How many types of tambou are there? Tambou Rada from Dahomey, Tambou Congo, Betuo, which took birth August 14, 1791, Ango, Assanton, that they use for the dead ritual. In Rada, we find a bula. The person beating it is called a boulaye. The second tambou is called segon. The person beating it is called a segonnier. The third is called the tet tambou. The person beating it is called a tet tambou. After this, there's a fourth tambou that has four bas, and then there's one person that plays these four bas. These make rada, and they use beef skin. In Peto, we find bula, gale, tet tambou, and kat bas, and they use goat skin. Tambou is in several rites. Rada comes from Arada, before it was called Waida, today called Dahomey. Each loa, you agree, has its own sound in the tambou. There's a sound called Yanvalu, there's another called Zepol. After this, we have rites Rada, Congo, Petro, Nago, Ibo, Kaplao, Modong, Senegal, Anmin. Each loa has its own tambou rite. Each loa has their own songs. The Geta loa, they are Banda. Ogu from Nigeria, they are Nago. Kuzan from Mali, they are Jumba. Loa from Congo, they are Tambou Congo. Loa from Petorite, Dantor, Ogu Rouge, Papasimbi, Toa Criminel, Linglesu. Haiti has a bunch of tambou that even I haven't come to know because each department has their own tambou that they do. And today, they may have a sound in Latiboni, a lot of sound, but they won't cover it with goat in the Southwest. Tambou has a soul because the tree that it is from has a soul, and the person covering the tambou covers it with his soul. It is a message to deliver love and peace to the people. When you have a problem like you can't sleep, the tambou can beat and will allow you to sleep. It is body and soul. It is wisdom. When it beats, it talks to people. It is communication. The person making the tambou cuts the wood, does a ceremony for the wood. He lifts up the wood. After this, he gets back home with it. He couche, lays it down, and leve, tambou, wakes it up. It is baptized. Tambou has a godfather and a godmother. The law that governs the tambou is called hunto. The person beating the drum is called a huntogi. Tambou is the soul. Each people have their own culture. Each people have their own history. Us, we are Haitian people. My name is Houngan Samba'L, Aibobo.
It was mentioned that each loa has its own sound in the Tambou. Are you able to go deeper into this concept?
Yes, each rhythm is a language. For example, the rhythm called Yanvalu is used to cross certain law. And without that sound, they will not come. The tambou is communication. It speaks directly to the spirits as well as the body of the voodooism. Some law will not even arrive at the ceremony unless the tambou is being played. Doesn't matter how many songs you sing or how many offerings you prepare. Without the tambou, they simply won't come.
So, what would you say gives the Tambou its power?
Because the tambou has a soul, the tree has a soul, the animal has a soul, the huntongi, the drummer, has a soul, the tumbaye, the person who made it, had us put his soul in it. So all of that together gives the tambou life. There's even a law that governs a tambou, as Houngan Samba'L explained, that's called a junto. And the person who plays it is called a huntogi. A skilled huntongi can play for days without even tiring because they are not just making music, they are moving spirits. So you don't learn to become a hutongi. You're actually born a hutongi.
Are there any ceremonies that you can share with your listeners where the Tambou is used for healing?
Yes. So one of the best examples is ceremony asoto at Laku Souvenance in Gonaives. If you attend and you have the right intentions, whether you're seeking to heal from a mystical issue or even a physical one, the tambu can bring healing. The drumming itself is what becomes medicine. In closing, the tambu is more than just rhythm. It is the heartbeat of voodoo. It's a sacred bridge between the living and the law. It carries memory, wisdom, and spirit. It was used by our ancestors to send messages. Are we going to prepare for war? Or are they signaling a ceremony? It was used to unite communities. So, for anyone seeking to become a voodooism, understanding the tambour is essential. It is a body, it is a soul, it is communication, and it's healing. And it's truly something that is sacred. As a special addition to the show tonight, we're going to include 5 minutes of the Petuo Tambu, and after that, we'll have 5 minutes of Yanvalu. Just so our listeners can try to tell the difference between the two rhythms of the Tambu. And with that being said, as always, thank you for listening. Please like, follow, and share. Listen to it several times so you can learn about the Tambu. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. Mysteries of Haitian Vodou is still available for sale at Amazon. Just look up Papa Mystique on Amazon and Mysteries of Haitian Vodou will pop up. You can also find us on Barnes& and Nobles if you want to get it from there. You can also visit my website, www.papamystique.com or www.voodoomistique.com. Either one will point to the same area, and check out some of the merch that we got, check out some of the blogs. Just a lot of good information on there. So, once again, stay connected. If you want to learn more about voodoo, stay connected to our program. If you want to delve deeper into voodoo, stay connected to our program as well. And with that being said, aye, Bobo.
Petro. Bien va l'eau.